Hi guys, welcome to the channel and to the energy update for my friends Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So let's find out together what's coming through for you. Guys, some of you are smelling troubles when it comes to a romantic connection that has been ignited in a powerful way. Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, plus the Knight of Wands, but we are going to talk about that in just a second. This connection can be in the workplace for some of you, Eight of Pentacles, or your person of interest can be someone that may have a tendency, Seven of Swords, to get distracted by other people that can be around them, especially in the workplace. So the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands together, plus the Ace of Wands, can describe a passionate connection. Good sex available in a situation like this one. But what about the intentions? What about trust? What about loyalty? What about respect? The Seven of Swords kinda screams for our attention because it can be a deal breaker. And some of you better be careful with the type of behaviors that your person of interest can manifest with a certain regularity, allow me to say, because the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Wands together can be a tricky combination of energies. So Queen of Wands, an encouragement for you. Remember your worth, number one. And number two, do not settle for an agreement that can be satisfying if we think about the physical side, but not exactly positive if we think about the level of respect that can be involved in the situation. Guys, the star, wish granted energy, we can agree. Maybe it was a thought, maybe it still is a thought for some of you, because the events are unfolding, you know? It works like a question. Do you think that this connection, as exciting as it can be at the moment, can really represent the opportunity to be transparent, open, vulnerable with a potential romantic partner? This factor deserves your complete attention because you have to evaluate if you can find the perfect alchemy with this particular person of interest in order for the two of you to be successful together. In order to figure that out, you have to take away from the system, at least for a second, the sexual, physical side of the connection, because it may cloud your judgment, because it can be extremely powerful and overwhelming. And your person, who can be a smart individual, can play with that, but in a way that may not be exactly positive if we follow the Seven of Swords. So what can happen moving forward? The situation is kind of stuck. We got the Hanged Man, which is an uncomfortable position, but also one that can allow a person to achieve enlightenment. Why? Because there can be the ability to take a different look at a situation in order to pay attention to certain factors that maybe were escaping our attention before. The Ace of Swords kicks in precisely about that, because it is an energy about a conversation, and a conversation is going to happen, no doubt about that, but it's also an energy about truth and clarity, and the Ace can set the Hanged Man free from the uncomfortable situation. If your person is someone that thinks to be the smartest of the tribe, and they think that it can be possible for them to mess around because at the end of the day they can think that you can find them irresistible, and so you can forgive pretty much anything in their favor, I wouldn't be so sure that this mechanism can be preserved, and you may bring forward an out-out to your person of interest. Because if the connection is fairly young, as it seems to be, it would be wise from you to understand if your person is serious about this arrangement, about the agreement that the two of you may share moving forward. Because if instead they are playing a game, chances are you are going to hold them accountable for that. But the outcome may be one that they are not going to like. Guys, we got twice the death card. So, major transformation that is pending, but the transformation will depend on the feedback that your person of interest can offer you. Because in the other version of the death card, we can say that the Ace of Swords can play a role in the opportunity to cut the cords that can keep this connection alive for a little bit longer. But you will have to decide if you want to stay in this agreement, in this arrangement, or not. We also got the Two of Wands and the Lovers, guys. We can consider them as a powerful crossroads. And there is a decision that has to be made in a situation like this one. You have to make this important decision because your person may be built in a different way and it's like they got used to their ways, you know? And if they mess around, if they constantly get distracted, it can be difficult for them to focus properly on the connection with you. And you may run the risk to basically have to do all the work in favor of the connection, but without the certainty that something positive can come as a reward. The Lovers, guys. Soul-to-soul connection, soulmate energy, we can agree with the general meanings. It follows the consideration that we have shared about the Star card. Do you think that this connection can be a plus in your life? Do you think that it can be possible to join forces with this person in order to build a connection that you can trust completely? Do you think that this person can be there for you moving forward, no matter what? Because if you already got like a glimpse of doubt, this is already an answer. This is already an answer because there is something that is off in this connection. And your intuition, the Black Cat in the Queen of Wands card, has already started to whisper certain words of wisdom in your favor. Do not ignore those words. They can be spot on. Two of Wands, guys. Soulful decision for me. There is the word involved in the card. So potential completion. It's an option, guys. It's an option for some of you because if you are dealing with someone that, again, thinks to be smart enough to play with you, they can be up for a rude awakening, and the rude awakening can follow a conversation that can at least offer in your favor the opportunity to end a questionable situation that may also become a disappointing one if you ignore certain signs, let's say, certain issues that do not sit properly with you. It's important to call a spade in a situation like this one. Otherwise, you may consciously or unconsciously settle for a set of discomforts, plural, hanged man related, without the real opportunity to enjoy properly a romantic connection. If you ask me, guys, because of the Seven of Swords and because of the influence of the Knight of Wands, the crossroads may not be in favor of your person of interest. Because deep within, you can perceive that if you take away the passionate side of the connection, the lover's energy, if we think about a choice from the heart, can push you guys towards the opportunity to end this connection, because it's like you may realize that you can find better, and chances are you can do that. You can find better. You can find someone that may be truly deserving of your trust. This person, they can be a questionable individual, and maybe they saw an opportunity and they went for it. Now you have to hold them accountable for what they can bring to the table and for how they can show up in favor of the connection that you have been sharing so far. Guys, I hope that I made myself clear and this was helpful somehow, some way. If you want to comment, like and subscribe, it will help our channel to grow, so thank you. And until next time, I wish you all the best. Take very good care of you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.